How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another XRP update. So if you remember my last video on Friday, we were discussing the new lower low that was set down over here. This was a very negative statement from XRP because we saw the neckline of this inverse head and shoulders targeting $4 plus lost, which invalidates that $4 target in the immediate short term. Now, of course, in the future, if that neckline is ever recovered, that $4 target is valid once again. But when we saw that liquidation event, the move back up, as I warned, would just be to test the newly lost support now as resistance. And with that, a new lower low formed. I made a video update suggesting that this needs to maintain at all costs, so we can form a double bottom over here, just like this. So that recovers the neckline of the inverse head and shoulders pattern, validating that $4 target again. In fact, with that new lower low, I still let you guys know there's still one last chance for XRP to go back on that bullish path. And this is exactly the moves that I drew back on Friday. And we're starting to see the recovery of that lost low. So even though there was a lower low, we still have the opportunity to change this trend once again back into a bullish trend. We have a lot of work to do with the moving averages above here. Now, all XRP needs to do, thanks to the Bitcoin recovery, of course, Bitcoin needs to continue rallying higher for altcoins to recover their lost lows. The risk is that if Bitcoin fails, then maybe this move up once again is going to fail, just like last time, and lead to a lower low. That is why it really is the last chance for the bulls to pretty much sort this mess out. This is where a double bottom or an inverse head and shoulders can form if we start to see this level of support tested again. It would become an inverse head and shoulders, but right now you can still call it a double bottom like this, so long as the level of $2.60 is recovered. This is where our previous rejection, where we confirm this previous support now into resistance, which led to that lower low. So we need to change this structure, and that would be by breaking past $2.60. With that being the neckline of this bullish pattern, we'd then say the target is valid once more. That would be $4 plus. So hopefully this week we've set out a plan. XRP needs to recover $2.60, and with that we would see the $4 target eventually validated once again. If you wanted to learn my strategy, use the links down below. Take action on this 30% discount while it lasts until Friday the 7th of November. This can be applied to my Discord, ebook, or one-to-one mentorship plans. So check them out, and I'll see you over there.